It's the Cornell Anesthesiology Residency graduation at home.
With Evelyn Bay,
Nitin Bansal,
Kashmira Chawla,
Cindy Chung,
Iris Chu,
Megan Daly,
Angelica Delgado,
Janessa Job,
Christina Lee,
Haley,
Corinne Levine,
Brian Light,
Cherry Lou,
Danielle Nadav,
Thomas Ng,
Matt Pearlstein,
Abdullah Rashid,
John Rubin,
Matt Spiegel,
Danny Thompson,
with musical guest,
Miles Dinner,
Nick Jagger,
and your host,
Hugh Hemmings.
here is your host, Hugh Hemmings.
Hey! Hi, everybody out there in Zoom land. I am just so excited to be introducing tonight's graduation. Now, for the moms and dads and husbands and wives and friends out there, let me just be clear. I am not Hugh Hemmings. I am not the chair of the department. My name is Tina Fey, and I am not the boss. Well, I'm other places. I'm the boss, but not here. No. But I am really excited to be here. I have always wanted to host this event, and frankly, for years I've been kind of mad that you never asked me. I've dropped a lot of hints. I offered last year to write a sketch for Dr. Malhotra called Label Your Bag. Label Your Bag. I'm going to assume that that's getting a bunch of laughs in your homes. But I am happy to be here this year. It's a really special year to be here, so I forgive you. Now, I know that the class of 2020 has endured incredible hardship. I know that you have suffered mentally, spiritually, and I know that some of you may be wondering if you'll ever fully recover. But look, you chose John Rubin to be your chief. You could have voted for Brian, but no, you chose to suffer. So what is it with Rubin? That guy is so cocky. He's just like going off, saying whatever he wants. Like, if he's like that now, can you imagine what's going to happen when he hits puberty? All I can say is you were lucky you had Matt Pearlstein. Pearlstein was kind of like your Dr. Fauci, you know, the sensible guy who has to take the hit and get up and say, no, ignore Rubin, the guy's crazy, do not put your patients on intravenous Lysol. Everybody loves Pearlstein. Everybody trusts him. Yeah. Pearlstein is like the test tube love child of Tony Fauci and Tom Hanks. And then there's Cindy Chung. Stuck between crazy Rubin and trusted Pearlstein, she's kind of like your Mike Pence, a hypoallergenic cross between a Valley Girl and a frequent flyer program. Cindy is the only person who has visited more countries than she's given anesthetics. The one country she couldn't visit was the one where her wedding was. It's not clear that she ever told the Indonesians that the wedding was canceled, because apparently there is a group of Balinese musicians who have been playing Cindy's entrance music continuously since April 17th, and they are beginning to wonder if she's ever going to come out of the bathroom. Seriously though, to all of you in the class of 2020, you guys are incredible. And I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. When everybody else in the world was trying to hide from this virus and to hoard toilet paper, you guys ran into a burning building and put yourselves at risk every day to save the lives of your fellow New Yorkers. It's more than just being a doctor. All of us who didn't have to do that admire you. We appreciate you, and we are incredibly thankful for what you've done. You know, and it's not that banging on pots and pans at 7 o'clock isn't a nice gesture, but I am glad to have had this opportunity to thank you personally. Okay, so that's it from me. We have got a great show for you tonight. Miles Dinner is going to perform. There's going to be some funny things and a few tearjerkers to make the moms and dads proud. Congratulations again, and thank you again. Enjoy your night.
Thank you, Tina. I am Hugh Hemmings, Chair of the Department of Anesthesiology at Weill Cornell Medicine, and I want to welcome the 2020 class of anesthesiologists who are graduating from our program. Congratulations to you and to your families and to your friends who've supported you through the 4 years of intense training that you've had to become the anesthesiologist you are as of today. I want to welcome you to this graduation. It's not our typical venue. As you can see, we're social distancing this evening, but we have quite a bit in store for you, and I do hope you enjoy the evening. As you know, the training of top-notch clinical anesthesiologists is a passion of this department, and we have an amazing team, as you know, that are dedicated to education, research, and clinical training. So I am very proud of this class and all that you've been through, and I am once again happy and proud to see an outstanding group of anesthesiologists entering the clinical world. So enjoy the evening. Congratulations once again, and congratulations to your support, your family, your friends, and have a great time.
Hello, and welcome to our friends, family, and esteemed faculty who are joining us from all over the U.S. for our first Zoom graduation. Your love and support are felt even from afar during these unprecedented times.
My boss, Cindy Chung, asked me to start this off by congratulating our class, the class of 2020. And it seems like not that long ago, they were each giving each other tips on how to survive our intern rotation on CT surgery. Shout out to Iris for being the first one on nights. Or strategies to maximize free food with the MSK meal cards, or when we suffered under the dictatorship of Filippo, or when we had that co-resident named Wayne for 2 weeks. What happened to him? But here we are, graduating 4 years later and moving all throughout the U.S. to various different subspecialties. What an overachieving class we all are. All 20 of us are going into fellowship.
We want to thank everyone who has supported and sacrificed for us over the past 4 years, and many more as we progress through our residency. We want to thank our families, parents, husbands, wives, partners, siblings, and friends who have been with us throughout this journey. Thank you for your understanding when we couldn't make it to that special occasion because we were at the hospital, or when our pagers would go off in the middle of the night because we were on call, when we would be late to dinner because we were on the phone pre-oping with our attending for our cases the next day. More acutely, thank you for being our unconditional support as we fought and continue to fight the COVID pandemic. We know that many families and loved ones were and continue to be separated for prolonged periods of time, and we acknowledge and appreciate your sacrifices. We know it has been difficult for you all at times, but we always felt supported by you all, and we couldn't have gotten to the place we are today without your love and your help.
Thank you to our mentors and attendings who showed us the way by being exemplary clinicians. You are truly legends in our eyes and are an inspiration to us all. Thank you to our residency mothers, Lisa Cabrera and Chanel Roberts. It must be quite the task keeping track of 78 residents running amok, but somehow you keep us in line, reminding us to log our duty hours, keeping tabs on our reimbursements, or when you just check in on us to make sure we're happy. Special thanks to Dr. Aronson for going out of her way to make sure that we had the best possible clinical and life experience during our residency. Thanks for taking the time to satisfy all of our rotation, interview, and vacation requests, especially when we break up our vacations into 20 individual vacation days. These 4 years wouldn't have been the same without you.
And of course, thank you to our fearless leader, EB, Dr. B, Dr. Eric Brumberger. Really no words need to be said. Thanks for being captain, our captain, and steering our ship so we didn't sail off the edge of the world these last few months.
He's the hero Cornell deserves, and the one it needs right now. He's a silent guardian, a watchful protector, a dark knight, if you will.
Thanks for being such a calming and supportive presence. You are such a role model to all of us. You're a wizard, Eric.
And shout out to Paul.
It's quite amazing when you think about how far we've come, how much we've learned through our 4 years of training. With all the trials and tribulations that go into the residency experience, there's no question we all made it through a little bit easier because of the support we had from each other as a class.
It's been incredibly rewarding to represent you all this year as your chief residents. We made it our goal to be the best advocate we could for all of you. We weren't perfect, but let's blame that on open tempo. At least we were moderately successful in editing most of JR's draft emails. Who knows what could have happened with that. We'll certainly miss helping you all in whatever way we can to help you succeed in and out of the hospital. But what has been most rewarding has been to interact with you all outside of the hospital and to appreciate your, in most cases, larger-than-life personalities. Some very brief highlights include
watching in awe as Iris became a skillful unicycle rider, fearlessly traversing the NYC streets and bridges with ease, and be the only resident with a different address every year. Helping JR finally visit another country and visit the ocean for the first time. Like, how is that even possible? He's also a mahjong master.
On my first try.
watching Cindy live her best life and travel the world during her chief year.
I'm so sorry, guys. So sorry.
Helping Janessa find a cat park in Lima, Peru. Honestly, I've never seen you so happy. Or witnessing her beat Cindy in the ultimate game of fingers.
Womp womp.
Helping Christina, aka the RSC Queen, find the highest Patty's Pub in the world. Watching Danny actually smile and take a selfie with a llama.
Celebrating with Tay at his crazy rich Asian wedding in Manhattan.
Living vicariously through Nathan as he perfected his golf swing, and seeing him get unsolicited praise from the PACU nurses, but also joining him and his family for Thanksgiving every year.
Discovering that Thomas is a secret champion at darts at the CA2 retreat.
Watching Corinne get her palm read in India. Corinne, they did tell you that 2020 would be an important year for you.
Watching Evelyn grow to become the queen of sass, but also cultivate her home garden.
Getting to celebrate when both Matt Spiegel and Cherry's babies were born.
Watching Brian destroy the zombie apocalypse at a virtual reality center in Las Vegas.
Watching Angelica learn how to ski and try frog legs for the first time in Paris.
Watching Abdullah drink a full glass of milk at every lecture, and learning that he is now a married man.
Discovering Megan perform acrobatic feats on social media.
Getting a preview of what cheap year would be like when getting a ski lesson from ski master Matt Perlstein.
Watching Danielle progressively lose her filter over 4 years and teaching us some not-so-censored mnemonics.
High five! Watching Kashmira explore the Nepalese Himalayas via social media. We all wish that we could have done this in person to meet and celebrate with each other. We're grateful to everyone who is here now with us virtually. The last 4 years have been a tremendous journey for all of us, capped off by a unique last 4 months. We've all grown as individuals and anesthesiologists, and we've shared in powerful experiences together.
For the past 4 years, our personalities, drive, hard work helped us to fuel the department and the residency.
To all of our classmates, we wish you the best in all your future endeavors. We look forward to our lifelong friendships. We'll truly cherish the many memories we have all made together.
We all good with the feed? We're okay in the booth?
Eileen, yeah. Eileen says go. Okay. Good evening. I hope everyone is settling in and having a good time so far. I'm Eric Brumberger. I'm an anesthesiologist, and I'm the residency program director here at Cornell. In thinking about what I want to say about the class of 2020, two features of this amazing batch of new anesthesiologists come to mind: resiliency and leadership. Our residency program is known for focusing on resident wellness and resiliency, but I often tell the trainees that residency is surprisingly unlikely to be the most challenging time of their lives, and that what I really want to work on as a community is physician well-being, skills, coping mechanisms, traits that they will hopefully carry with them going forward for the duration of decades of practicing anesthesiology. To survive residency training, you need to be resilient. More than brains, more than a hand-eye coordination, you need to be tough. You need to have grit. You need to be strong. And class of 2020, you have been all of these things. COVID-19 may have been the most recent battle waged on your tenacity, but it wasn't the first. Hopefully, without infringing on Program Director HIPAA too much, I want to point out what you have overcome. Beyond mastering the art of practicing anesthesiology in these 4 years, and more recently in these last 4 months, what you have overcome is remarkable. For example, a surprising amount of you have dealt with broken bones, often work-inflicted. Many have been diagnosed with new health ailments, had acute illnesses or surgeries that needed mending, and several of you contracted and thankfully overcame COVID. A few members of this class understandably lost grandparents during residency, and a few tragically lost a sibling or a parent. Many of you suffered through serious and repeated bouts of heartache, while others found love, embarked on marriage, and became parents. At some point, everyone in the class of 2020 struggled with something very real. There were first in your life setbacks with examinations, interpersonal conflicts with your teachers or your peers, self-doubt over your choices to become a physician, abilities as an anesthesiologist, or what fellowship to pursue. Along the way, in addition to proving your worth as an anesthesiologist, which is no small feat, of course, you have also proven that you can handle anything, good or bad, that life throws at you. Even when you thought you might not be able to get out of bed and face the uncertainty of another call in the MSK ICU, during internship, the crushing anxiety of CA 1 year, your first days in the CT ICU, or the uncertainty of saving and losing lives while being the frontline workforce for one of the worst epicenters of the COVID pandemic in the entire world, you did it. You came to work every day, you nobly put aside your own insecurities and fears, you doctored, and you overcame. The class of 2020 can handle anything. You embody resiliency. Please take this message with you for the rest of your careers. Leadership also comes to mind when I think of the class of 2020, which brings me to our 3 graduating chief residents, Cindy Chung, Matt Perlstein, and John Rubin. I've always taken for granted that chief residents are leaders. How could they rise to such esteemed open-tempo superuser status without being carved from leadership mold? What's striking to me, however, Cindy, Matt, and John, is that more so than any Cornell Anesthesiology chief residents before you, and I am confident in going out on a limb here to say ever, you actually used your leadership skills to help take care of your patients, to save patients' lives, to take care of your peers, and ultimately to save our department. I am not being hyperbolic when I make such statements. Cindy, Matt, and John, what you did between March and now, the time when most chief residents dropped the mic and passed the baton, helped save lives, helped save New York City, and prevented our residents, your program director, our department, and therefore our hospital, and even other NYP affiliates from drowning. No one can know this more clearly than I. But I do not think we would have survived without your leadership. In addition to our congratulations, I owe you a tremendous amount of thanks as well. Cindy, as everyone knows, you have been our chief resident at large and spent more days and nights in airport lounges during your training than on call. In fact, your chief resident travel stipend is the real reason we didn't re-sign with the Pierre this year. You bankrupted us long before COVID struck. Even though John was already gunning for the position in the background, Cindy, it was you who was everyone's pick for chief resident as early as your CA1 year, and you were the only of the three of you that served at LMH in Queens during COVID. John wanted to, but felt his leadership services were too mission critical to not be at the mothership. However, you ended up not being the only chief to have avoided getting in big trouble at some point. You heard it here first, folks. Cindy Chung is not perfect. And earlier this year, I received a scathing email from a nursing manager about Cindy's far too aggressive pole retrieval from the surgical ICU. It was awesome. Cindy, I know I speak for everyone when I say we are so happy that you took a chance on New York City, and we sincerely hope that you don't forget us. Matt, you are our boy next door, our all-American hero. I don't know this for a fact, but I'd bet good money that you played at least JV, baseball, soccer, hockey, and lacrosse. Of our three chiefs this year, Matt, you win the award for never doing anything wrong. You never misstep. You have a heart of pure gold, and unlike John, who does, in hindsight, eventually get there after the fact, Matt, you always know the right move to make or thing to say. If I could meet your mom today, and if your dad, who I'm sure is smiling down upon you and listening today as well, I would offer them a huge congratulations and a job well done. I know you've made them incredibly proud, like you have made all of us in the department. If I had the opportunity, on the other hand, to meet Mr. and Mrs. Rubin, John's poor parents, I would probably start with words of profound sympathy and empathy. I'm guessing that John stirred up a whole bunch of trouble for them back home in Minnesota. And I don't mean just poking bears in the backyard with a stick. There are an endless amount of things that I could and want to say about John Rubin. And I think it's only fitting to start with, what's that? What? Wait a minute. John, man, I'm so sorry. I know how much you were looking forward to this, but I'm being told by the booth that they need to cut in with breaking news.
I'm CNN's Wolf Blitzer, and I'd like to congratulate the anesthesia residents at New York Presbyterian Weill Cornell Hospital. You are all so very, very special. You're wonderful graduates, and I think I speak for everyone when I say thank you. Thank you for your truly amazing and critically important work during this awful and scary coronavirus pandemic. You have been life-saving first responders, all of you on the front lines in fighting this virus, and we are all so very grateful. To me, you are all heroes. Please be careful out there. Please take care of yourselves because we need all of you, and we appreciate what you're doing. We need you strong. Even though the Cornell Anesthesia class of 2020 will not have a face-to-face graduation ceremony this year, this is still a very special moment in your lives, and I'm sure you will never forget your virtual graduation. So once again, congratulations and thank you.
We're gonna record. Wait, is this thing on? Is it on? Oh, Mike and Mama T here. Mama Bear T. We want to wish all the CA3s congratulations on graduation, and especially to our regional fellows, Hannah and Ryan.
And welcome, John Rubin. We're super excited to have you. We hope we can survive it.
Awesome, and thank you all for all you do.
So this is for John Rubin, and we are not related, but I'm still so proud of you, as if I were.
Congratulations, Kashmira. It's been such a pleasure working with you these past 4 years. As ready as you are to graduate, I don't want to let go. Your mind works in special ways. I love watching you think, and while in cases and rounds, your ideas can sometimes seem to come from way out in left field, as a fellow left fielder, I see you and I respect you.
When you first meet her, you think, she's intimidating. But when you get to know her, you realize she is intimidating. Kashmira, you are so confident, you are talented, and you're compassionate. You've taught me a lot over the last few years, and you're gonna be missed.
Iris, congratulations. I'm so proud of you, and don't take this the wrong way. I'm so glad you're leaving so that I can have all the gummy bears.
Dr. Nitin Bansal is graduating with us tonight. After 4 years of residency, he's going to do a pain fellowship here at Cornell, with plans to move up to Buffalo, New York, and continue to treat the pain of Western New Yorkers. I speak on behalf of all of my colleagues in saying, well done, man. You were an excellent resident, you excelled in all aspects, real calm, cool, and collected in the OR, and a true pleasure to work with. I'm really going to miss our talks in long liver transplants about the Buffalo Bills. Really wish you a heartfelt congratulations and wish you all the best. Keep doing great work.
This message is for Abdullah Rashid, and I want to tell a quick story that I'll always remember. You asked me for a day off, which is no big deal. That's sort of the norm. But you sent me an email after to say thank you. And that's pretty rare, but it was what you wrote. And you told me about the day and how much it meant to you. And I actually teared up. And I always knew you were an awesome stand-up guy, but this was just the proof in the pudding.
Congrats on being done with residency, Janessa. Thanks for being that person that was always able to point me in the right direction the first time I was on OB, and for all that you've done with the RSC over the last couple of years. Safe travels out to California, and congratulations again.
Dr. Matt Pearlstein, congratulations on your graduation day. I just wanted to take a second to wax poetic and say that, in the beginning of the COVID epidemic, when we first opened up the OR ICU, I can say that I was pretty frightened, and it was a pretty overwhelming task to see an ICU pop out of nowhere and not know what to expect from these really sick patients. But it was amazing that I walked in that day, and so relieving to see you by my side, navigating, these really tough patients together. You always demonstrate how thoughtful and responsible you are, but what really stuck to me is how much of a willingness to learn. I know that you're going to do great at HSS, and congratulations.
This is going to be my shout out. I would say it'll be to Iris Chu. Iris, if you're listening to this, we don't get to work all that often, but I just want to say thank you for helping to find all of this awesome food while we're keeping all of our patients here topped off. You helped top us off with food as well too, and really appreciate it.
Angelica Delgado, so many congratulations to you on this amazing milestone. I was so privileged to be able to share in both your successes and your setbacks, but most of all, I was so happy to have been able to share in the satisfaction that you must have felt as you grew into your role as an anesthesiologist, as a role model to junior residents, and as a leader of your team. I'm so glad we get to keep you for another year as an OB fellow. We may not see each other very much clinically, but I'm sure we'll still be seeing each other as friends.
Want to say a big thank you to Tae Lee and congratulations. Gonna miss him next year when he goes to Sinai West. Honestly, getting to spend acute pain at Cornell with Tae was one of the funnest months I've had so far in residency.
John Rubin, whenever I'm feeling down, I can just close my eyes and rewind back to the time I watched you walk headfirst into a solid pane of glass as you tried to exit through the wall of our hotel in India. That memory never fails to bring a smile to my face. And I mean, really, is there any better allegory for JR, when motivated, will literally walk through a wall to achieve his goals?
One of my biggest questions in all of residency is just, how is Danny Thompson just so cool? He's the most cool, calm, collected resident I know. He never seems to really be fazed by anything, whether he's in the OR, whether he is working his way up the standings in Dr. Pryor's fantasy basketball league, or if he's just making a t-shirt and jeans look like the most formal apparel there is. I gotta know, Danny, how do you do it?
25 seconds about Dr. Cindy Chung. Your peers describe you as kind-hearted, strong-willed, hardworking, and bougie AF. The attendants describe you as always exceptionally operating. During the COVID pandemic, Cindy's wedding was cancelled. What did Cindy do? Cindy gave back her vacation to work in the COVID ICU. In addition, she took extra calls to help some of her colleagues out. This speaks to Cindy's character and her dedication to medicine. We at Weill Cornell would like to wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Hey Iris, I just wanted to send you a quick congratulations, but mostly I'm just happy that there's going to be a lot more chocolate at Lisa's desk now that you're leaving. Good luck.
Cornell Anesthesia Class of 2020. Thank you for getting after it. Thank you for stepping up for COVID-19 and for doing what you've dreamed of doing, helping heal others. That can mean so much for you in your lives going forward. And I hope you never forget that it's all about taking care of one another. Congratulations.
I guess I feel honored to have been part of this amazing program for the last 4 years.
I'm excited. I'm also very nervous. I feel like there's still so much that I feel like I need to see and learn and be good at before I leave.
I am extremely excited, a little nervous about the future, but mostly I'm extremely thankful for everyone who has supported me along the way.
Scared because I'm leaving an area or a place, the people that I'm most comfortable with. Also excited at the same time to begin my fellowship.
I'm excited, I'm scared, but I'm ready to move on.
First and foremost, I feel proud just of the knowledge and skill set I've acquired over the past 3 years.
I'm feeling really proud of my accomplishments. A bit anxious, but I'm ready for the next step.
4 years ago, it was unimaginable to me that I'd be able to intubate people and put in central lines and manage pressors and resuscitate. Now I can do all of that, which is a really nice feeling.
I feel like these 4 years went by surprisingly fast. It definitely felt surreal.
Graduating from residency honestly feels pretty surreal, but I definitely feel ready.
Overall, I'm feeling excited to start fellowship, excited to be able to put whatever I've learned here into practice.
A year ago, I never in a million years would have imagined that this is what my graduation would look like. And I hope that in a year, when the current CA2s are graduating, it's a different world.
You know, no one could have anticipated this COVID pandemic, but I feel that we as a department, we as like a residency have really banded together during this time. And I feel proud of us.
It's an honor and a pleasure to be able to have the opportunity to serve and to be a part of the solution in this pandemic. But it's also tiring and draining on my heart.
I feel as though this time period, these last 3 months, have shown me
that my training has uniquely set me up in a position to be one of the most useful people standing in a room.
I don't think any other residency could have prepared me for a global pandemic as well as this one, and I'm happy I had you all as my team to push through it.
I'm feeling so thankful and fortunate to have had the opportunity to train with the attendings and my co-residents here at Cornell.
Thank all my colleagues, friends, and family for all of their support.
My family, my parents, my co-residents, and the faculty.
To my dad, who's no longer with us, my mom, my sister, and my wife for all helping me get to this point.
I'd especially like to thank my mom for inspiring me to become a doctor, and Claire for dealing with our crazy call schedule.
My mom, my dad, my brother, and my sister-in-law. This is as much for them as it is for me.
My wonderful wife, her wonderful family, and my wonderful family as well.
My family and my boyfriend and everyone who has made residency tolerable, even fun at times.
The thing that I'll miss most is the camaraderie of my classmates.
Definitely my co-residents.
I think I'll definitely miss all the people and friendships I've made here.
Honestly, I'll miss my classmates.
I'm going to miss Simon, the omelet guy in the cafeteria, the most. He was a breakfast ninja.
Probably having Simon not get frustrated with me.
The mentors and the program director and our basically residency mother, Lisa.
I'll miss working with attendings like Turnbull and Ackerman, who all stepped up during TLs and never complained. You both are great role models and it doesn't go unnoticed.
Knowing that when you're out there working, someone always has your back.
I've learned so much from all of the attendings in our department, and I know I'm going to carry that with me through the rest of my career.
In all seriousness, I'd like to thank all the attendings.
Just people. I showed up full of hope and lots of nerves and anxiety about what was going to happen in the next 4 years and how I was going to step up. And what I am going to miss is the encouragement and the belief and the trust of my attendings.
I'm beginning to realize at least how difficult it really is to trust somebody, especially somebody with less experience, enough to give them autonomy in managing a patient under your medical license. So I do thank all of you for putting that trust in me.
Hi, I'm Steve Martin. You know, during my performing life, I've had the opportunity to host and be on many great American television shows, but tonight is especially meaningful for me because when I was a kid, I used to get all dressed up and play Cornell Anesthesia Graduation. Now, I remember exactly what I said when I got the call requesting me to be on the event tonight. I said, whoa, I am way too high to deal with this right now. But to the class of 2020, what you have done this year makes you true heroes. You've gone to work, put your own lives at risk in order to help save the lives of others. So from me, my family, from New Yorkers, and every American, thank you so much. And I'd like to celebrate by playing a little banjo ditty in celebration of today. Congratulations.
I wanted to give a shout out to Evelyn Bay for being one of the kindest and sweetest residents of the class of 2020. She was always extremely confident and competent in all of her procedures, and most importantly, super upbeat, even during stressful times, either COVID or non-COVID related. And I wish her the best in everything she does in the future. I know she'll do great.
Congratulations, Evelyn. You were one of the first residents I met here at Cornell, and I will always remember you for your kindness, your positivity, and how you consistently checked in on me during intern year. Good luck with pediatric fellowship. You're going to be missed.
Dr. Daly, what a long way we've come. We've been through so much together. The emergent disasters that always seem to start on hour 23 of our calls, the prison-style workouts, the overinvestment of delivering that perfect joke on rounds, and of course, who could forget SJP? Seeing your name on the schedule and your face in the OR is always a highlight. Not only are you incredibly competent and self-sufficient, you're so earnest in your care for people and always seeking to improve. Congratulations on an amazing achievement. I will miss your energy, and I wish you the best at Montefiore.
To the resident who has taught me so much, has been outspoken at case conference and always correct, who has pointed me in the right direction when I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and who has made me suffer many injuries in attempting to recreate her handstands. Meg Daly, I'm going to miss you. You are secretly stylish, you are relationship goals, you are edgy, and you are compassionate.
So this is for Matt Spiegel, and I just wanted to say, Matt, congratulations. You're a great doctor. At first, when I worked with you in the OR, you were kind of quiet and quirky, and it was hard to appreciate what a really fabulous doctor you are. But you're wonderful. You're a wonderful father, a proud father, Mazel Tov, and a wonderful husband. You're passionate about doing pain, and I'm sure you're going to be really successful. And I want to say that you probably graduated with the most hair and the curliest hair of anybody in your year. So congratulations, good luck. I'm sure you'll be great.
Hey Matt, congratulations on reaching this point. I know we've been friends for at least over a decade as of now, and you've been a wonderful friend, such a great mentor to me. And I just wanted to wish you all the best. One thing that always will stick with me is you said we get from point A to B, but sometimes and usually it's in the way we least expect it. So wishing you all the best and luck on the next point in your journey, and just congratulations to you and the rest of your class.
Congratulations, Corinne Levine, on a well-deserved accomplishment. You're always thinking and always on your A game in the OR, whether we're doing simple scheduled cases or confronting disasters. And with you, it's usually the latter. I've always admired your thoughtfulness and your never-ending desire to learn. You always take the clinical bait, whether we are talking at 1 p.m. on a Tuesday afternoon or at 3 a.m. on a Saturday call. You've become a pretty fierce anesthesiologist, and all the babies at Children's National will be very lucky to have someone like you watching over them.
The first time I worked with Corinne Levine was on a weekend. She was in her first year of residency and taking one of her first calls. She called me in my car before I got to the hospital. She told me that the OR desk hadn't actually called her to come into the hospital yet, but that she had looked up 2 of the patients and they were not optimized for surgery. She then proceeded to give me a list of multiple tasks that she thought I needed to do once I got to the hospital. I'm pretty sure we had not yet met in person. I mean, like, ever. Corinne means business.
Dr. Thomas Ng is graduating with us tonight. Dr. Ng, after 4 years of weathering the storm of everything residency threw at you, you emerged with flying colors. We're going to miss your unflappable attitude in the OR, even in the darkest of times, and your incredible work ethic. Dr. Ng will be traveling across Central Park to be completing a chronic pain fellowship and continuing to be an amazing physician. We're going to miss you, man. Congratulations and well done.
I once did an awake craniotomy with Thomas Ng and stepped out of the room for what seemed to be a quiet moment in the case. When I returned, Thomas calmly told me about the oxygen desaturation, the intervention, how things were better now. No self-congratulation, no long-winded story. Just a quick, the patient tried to die, I fixed it. All good.
Hey Brian, congratulations man, it's all over. Finally, 2020's coming to an end and you're going to start a new chapter in your life at HSS. Hopefully over the years I've been able to teach you something, but I think the way you're able to handle most conversations with a, okay, to even the patient that doesn't know what's going on, or even your resident thinks that they know more than they do. I think you're inspiring, and I cannot wait to see what you're gonna come up with next year and what you're gonna add to the field of medicine and anesthesia specifically. So I'll see you on the other side. Congratulations again. I look forward to it.
I want to congratulate Danielle Nadav. I remember that on my first TL, she saw that I needed help, and without anyone asking her, she just stepped up and helped me make all the assignments. She's just so hardworking, no nonsense, and such a team player. I know she will do really, really well in the future.
Danielle was on a long stretch of general ORs when I was rotating through anesthesia as an intern. So we spent a lot of time together in the anesthesia library. We immediately clicked and she took me under her wing. She's never hesitated to answer any questions I've had or guide me through new rotations and give me all the inside scoops. And I know she's going to make an amazing pain fellow and overall anesthesiologist. And I just want to thank all of the CA3s for their ongoing mentorship, and congratulations on graduating.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Miles Dinner.
Greetings. Congratulations to our esteemed graduates. Years have certainly ticked by since my own completion of residency in the same hallowed halls as you, at a time when all of you were just essentially not even zygotes yet, but dormant oocytes, ruminating on fimbria. The graduating class of 2020 has, down to each and last every individual, been as superlative as any we have ever seen here. Certainly the motley crew that I was in would be like the 1962 Mets by the comparison. And a more apt analogy, as you'll see later, might be to compare our current graduates to a great work of art such as Michelangelo's Birth of Adam, in contrast to my own class, which would by analogy be like wall art at Bed Bath & Beyond. I bring in art for a metaphorical purpose by way of a gentleman named Hermann von Kaiserlink, who was a wealthy Russian diplomat visiting Leipzig in the year 1741. He was quite Pickwickian, had an anxiety problem, had insomnia, and after weeks of debilitating sleeplessness, Count Kaiserling was at the end of his rope and commissioned the great Johann Sebastian Bach, the most renowned composer of the day, to write a piece for harpsichord that would lull him to sleep at night. And he wanted his own personal harpsichord, actually a 14-year-old boy named Gottlieb Goldberg, to play these pieces to him, kind of like a musical midazolam. It can be said that this gentle form of anesthesia was amazingly insightful, as Kaiserling, being so Pickwickian, no doubt suffered from sleep apnea and pulmonary hypertension. Bach was paid more for this composition than for anything any composer had ever written at the time, and the resultant piece was a magnificent musical theme followed by 30 variations on the same harmonic pattern. It is known as the Goldberg Variations, after the harpsichordist. Paradoxically, given the transcendent genius inherent in this work, there was no possible way Count Kaiserling ever got any sleep listening to this music. Let us compare the magnificence of the Goldberg Variations to the graduating class of 2020, and I offer a tiny microcosm of this monumental work as a token of acclaim and appreciation. I'll play the main theme and a few of the variations, which I'll identify. First variation. Fourth variation, followed by the fifth variation. Tenth variation, which will serve as a finale.
Congratulations to the Cornell Anesthesia class of 2020. It's me, Don Lemon, from CNN. Congratulations for finishing school at such an uncertain time. It might not have gone exactly the way you expected it, but it does not diminish your success and all the hard work that you put into it. And now comes the ultimate challenge. Stepping into the front lines, fresh out of school, during the coronavirus pandemic. So I want to thank you, and all of America thanks you, and we appreciate your bravery and your determination to help people in need. Our world needs more people just like you. Congratulations.
Janessa, it's an honor and a privilege to be able to pay tribute to you on this wonderful occasion. Congratulations on finishing residency. I think you have all the attributes of a perfect anesthesiologist. Not only do you have this limitless intellect bundled up in your very humble persona, but you have this natural clinical ability that means that you can kind of perfectly fit into whatever situation that comes before you. Whatever you choose to do after fellowship, I know it's going to be an amazing next step in your already brilliant career. The world is truly your oyster, and I wish you all the very best.
Christina Lee, I've known you since your very first day of anesthesia rotation as an intern. I was your senior resident. I mentored you through the week, and since then I've seen you grow so much as a clinician. You're totally unflappable. You'll be a great cardiothoracic fellow at Monty. And you did it. Congrats.
Congratulations to Christina. So amazing to get to work with you this past year on the RSC and have plenty of fun with you outside. I can't wait for you to stay here in New York and be an awesome badass cardiac anesthesiologist. You always make every crazy situation seem totally calm and chill, and I know you're gonna crush it.
Hi, Cherry. Well, this is the last time I can say this, and I always love to say this, as you know, but I had the distinct pleasure of being your senior resident one-to-one on your first day on anesthesia as an intern, and I knew from then that you were going to be fantastic. Since then, you've impressed us all over and over again with your vast clinical knowledge, your technical prowess, and your unparalleled work ethic. And my personal favorite is when you let your guard down just a little bit and crack a hint of a smile for me. In fact, I relish in it. Congratulations on finishing residency, and best of luck to you in your regional fellowship at HSS.
I want to congratulate Abdullah Rashid. Not only have I had the pleasure of sharing the locker with him for 3 years, I remember one night that Abdullah and I were in the CTICU and admitted patient after patient with COVID during the peak of the pandemic. It was a hard night, but we were able to get through it because of how confident and competent Abdullah is. I know your patients will be very, very lucky to have you.
Big shout out, congratulations to Danny Thompson. Honestly, one of the most stand-up guys I've had the privilege of getting to know. Keeps it real all the time, and that's something that I've always looked up to and always have admired.
Angelica Delgado, you're finally graduating. You did it. And you're going to be our fellow next year in obstetric anesthesia. Welcome to the family. I'm so proud of you. I know you've been missing your family and it's hard to be away from home, but we love you here too. Congrats, girl. You did a great job.
Matt Pearlstein and I spent a lot of time together this last month on regional, and it became really obvious why he was chosen to be chief resident. He's really smart, hardworking, and made sure I did all his work for him. I'm just kidding, Matt. You're truly, genuinely one of the nicest people I know. We're going to miss having you around, but I'm sure we'll see you. Congratulations.
I want to congratulate Cindy Chung, future budding cardiac anesthesiologist. Cindy's been there through thick and thin for us throughout the residency, for me in particular, on one of the most difficult days of residency for me thus far, and on something I'll never forget.
Congratulations to Cornell Anesthesia's International Man of Mystery, Thomas Eng. Most people don't know this, but in the last 4 years of being a resident here, Thomas Eng has never once put in a request to have a shift switched, to call out for a wedding, to do anything other than really work his butt off to whatever he's given. It's an incredibly reliable trait about him, and one that we've been lucky to have. Good luck, man, and we're looking forward to all the great things you do in pain medicine.
Congratulations, class of 2020. I cannot believe how far you guys made it. You guys were amazing, awesome to work with. I do wish nothing but the best for you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. You're awesome. Bye.
Congratulations, class of 2020. I told you those 4 years were going to fly by. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. I wish I can congratulate you individually. I hope to before you leave. Just know that I'll always have candy stocked at my desk if you ever want to come by just to catch up. I love you guys.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kane Pryor, and I am the Academic Vice Chair in the department. And the first thing I'd like to do is to welcome you to my roof. For those of you who have seen this graduation in previous years, you would know that I usually have a pretty defined role. Lisa Caprera calls it the closer, and my job is to identify and to roast the most roastable of our residents until they are charred and well done. Tonight, that job was done by Tina Fey, so I know my place and I'm going to stay away from that. This year was very different, and part of my job actually involved infiltrating CNN. You know, life during COVID was really disorienting. There was a lot of sleep deprivation, there were even the odd delusion, and I, for one, came to believe that I actually lived in Chris Cuomo's basement with Wolf Blitzer and Sanjay Gupta, and occasionally Don Lemon would come in late in the evening. Many of us have spent a lot of time, maybe too much time with those guys in the last few months, but we'd really like to thank them for being part of tonight. They weren't fake. Those were the real guys. Thanks. Now, a roast is a dish best served in person. So tonight, I'm not going to roast anyone. Instead, what I would like to do is something that I've always wanted to do at graduation, and just briefly acknowledge and thank a few very special people. The first group of people that I want to acknowledge and thank are all the mums and dads out there. If you're a resident and you're with your mum and dad right now, give them a kiss. And if you're not, send them a text. And whatever you do, don't forget to call your dads tomorrow. It's Father's Day. Look, finishing residency is an incredible accomplishment, but it's only the final part of an educational journey that began a quarter century ago. For the mums and the dads out there, I'm sure you remember, like it was only yesterday, sending this little kid off to school for the first time and having all these hopes and dreams for their future and wondering what they would actually do when they grew up. Well, we know, and it turns out that your kid became a pretty badass anesthesiologist. So congratulations. They've got a real job, they're not going to live in your basement, and you should be incredibly proud. The next group of people that I would like to acknowledge are the husbands, wives, fiancés, boyfriends, girlfriends, maybe the odd Tinder date, who have let us take away time with your partner over the last 3 or 4 years. Now, if that was a good thing, we were happy to help. But seriously, we absolutely know that training at Cornell is not easy. But if you want to be really good at this, you have to work really hard. And whichever one of the graduates that you are sitting next to right now, I promise you, they are really good at this. So we're giving them back to you, but it's a little bit like the bends, just please ease them in gently. So we suggest that you schedule your romantic life in 4-week rotations for a little while. And if you have any chores around the house and they occur after 5, that's called moonlighting. And the very last group of people that I would like to acknowledge and thank are the graduates. The 20 people about whom this night is for, thank you to you from us. You know, all of the faculty that have trained you for the last 3-4 years made a career choice to stay in academics rather than to go into private practice. For just a few, that was because of research. But for almost every person who has trained you, the reason that they made that decision was so that they could have the rich rewards, the honor, the privilege of training people like you. I know that I speak for so many of our faculty in telling you how much our lives are enhanced by you guys just being around. And so I want to thank you for what you give to us. So that's it from me. I'd like to thank everybody who has been involved in the production of tonight. Sorry we couldn't have it live. I'm sorry we couldn't have it even mostly live, but I hope you're enjoying your night. Congratulations. Please don't be a stranger. You're part of the family. Have a great night.
I just wanted to say thank you as well. Join what is the large chorus of voices showing our appreciation to you. I know it's probably not the end of residency that you were expecting, but let me say this. As someone who's a long ways away now from having finished my residency, there aren't so many opportunities in life to really rise to the occasion like you did. Abandoning everything else in your life, taking care of the sickest patients, oftentimes putting yourself at risk. You really rose to the occasion. And I know that you're going to hear thank you a lot. You're going to hear the word hero a lot. And maybe some of that makes you feel uncomfortable. But just know that it's true, it's genuine, it's authentic. Those are real feelings that people have right now. And a lot of those feelings are directed toward you. I wish you the best of luck in the future and whatever life has in store for you. This is an experience. I know it was tough these last few months, but something that will change you forever and hopefully transform you into a person that is going to do so many wonderful things for the world. Thank you very much.
Hi again, everyone. So the last part of our night is very exciting. This is a series of awards that are given out to our residents and our faculty. And so we're going to read these out. The first award is the award given to one of our residents for excellence in research accomplishment. And there was one of our residents this year who had a publication in the New England Journal of Medicine, has worked with Monica Safford, has worked with the Senior Dean for Clinical Research, and the winner this evening of the Research Award is Kashmira Chawla. Congratulations, Kashmira. The next award is the Ronald Leff Award for excellence in teaching by a resident as voted for by their other residents. And the Ronald Leff Award is kind of an interesting award. It's because many people who have won the Ronald Leff Award wind up staying in the department forever. It's almost the curse of the Ronald Leff Award. Eric and I both won the Ronald Leff Award, and many of the people in the department have. And so by that standard, the winner of the Ronald Leff Award and somebody who will probably join our faculty for 40 years tonight is John Rubin. Congratulations, John.
Moving on to other awards for the residents, voted by the departmental faculty. Our first award for clinical excellence, the Sadel Wardis Klein Award this year for the Department of Anesthesiology at Cornell for clinical performance, goes to Cindy Chung. Congratulations, Cindy. Our next award, also voted by faculty for a resident for outstanding performance overall, the Joseph F. Artuzio Award for outstanding performance this year goes to Cindy Chung. Congratulations again, Cindy. On behalf of all of our faculty and colleagues at Hospital for Special Surgery, in particular Stephanie Chang, who wanted to hand out this award herself, but our technical limitations prevented that. It is an honor to bestow this year's Hospital for Special Surgery Award for Outstanding Clinical Performance to Evelyn Bay. Congratulations, Evelyn. resident voted awards for acknowledgement of outstanding faculty. Starting with Hospital for Special Surgery, this year's Teacher of the Year from Hospital Special Surgery, as voted by resident, is Stephanie Chang. Congratulations, Dr. Chang. And our other good friends and affiliate across the street the other way, as voted by residents, Teacher Faculty of the Year from Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, Lisa Barr. Congratulations, Lisa.
Continuing with Teacher of the Year awards voted by the residents. For the mothership at NYP, this year's Teacher of the Year, very happy to announce this, is Mahendra Samaru. Congratulations, Mahendra. This year we also introduced 3 new awards, and the first of these is another award that is voted for by the residents, and this is for the person that they feel most personifies a faculty role model. And the winner of the first ever award of faculty role model is Zach Turnbull. Congratulations, Zach. We also asked our CRNAs to vote for the member of our faculty who most epitomizes professionalism. And we're very happy to have that first award go to Dr. Jason White. Congratulations, Jason.
And for our last award of the evening, a real special treat for me, to be able to bestow this year's first ever Faculty Council Award for mentorship by a New York Presbyterian Cornell Anesthesiology faculty member to my good friend and graduation co-producer who has mentored countless undergraduates, medical students, residents, including yours truly, junior faculty. He's a great office neighbor. A real treat to be able to honor my buddy here, Kane Pryor, with this year's Cornell Award for Mentorship. Congratulations, Kane.
Thanks.
Not fake news.
So folks, that's pretty much it from the graduation tonight. Congratulations to all of our award winners, and again, congratulations to all of our graduates.
Thanks for joining us.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Dr. Miles Dinner and my offspring, Luca Pryor.
Greetings, graduates, and congratulations on finishing up an extraordinary program, and we're all very proud of you. To celebrate and commemorate this, we'll play a commemorative march that you might recognize.